Chennai, a voice shrilled and screamed, even with a microphone in hand. It was our very own Ravi Shastri, the gigantic man on the cricket field. The clock struck 7:30, half past 7, which usually indicates very mundane, routine, exhaustive evenings, but not during IPL season. The hot summers are no longer invited and welcomed by sticky palms and hands. These days, summers in India are welcomed by hot, sizzling IPL inauguration ceremonies. You have them all, from the Mozart of Madras to the Princess of Patan. Everybody is dancing and showing their prowess in full glory and happily minting the coffers away too. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It was a terrific Thursday. Many things had gone my way, but yet extremely tiring. But look at the energy and adrenaline on that television was not the same. It was a sea of yellow. It was bleeding yellow indeed. It was the milestone match of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, his 200 as the CSK skipper. That was enough reason for every industrialist, actor, celebrity, bureaucrat. I heard even the elected member of that constituency was present that day to watch that match. The humble Jharkhand boy, the phenomenon that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is, and how he transformed himself into being the CSK skipper, the head, the thala. While this CEO fellow was bleeding on one side, meanwhile, in a parallel world, in another universe, I was sitting within the confines of my couch with an author's hat and a poet's pen, thinking of what to write on leadership styles, lessons, and where you would like to stand as one. How did I wish at that moment that I was standing not as a leader, but in that gallery next to actress Trisha, and I would have loved to have seen that match and that CEO fellow. Just then, a soul screamed in my ears. It was the words of my economist friend from Toastmasters, who always tells me, work is worship, brother, work is worship. I decided to shun my fantasy and angrily started writing rants and ramblings on leadership styles. But little did I know that the next couple of hours I was going to see a masterclass on leadership, different contrasting styles, unique lessons from that cricket field that I have developed from my childhood. From that CEO fellow, I was going to learn the best leadership lessons and styles that no corporate boardroom, startup or mentor would have ever taught me. The first innings saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni as the bowling skipper, marshalling his resources. I have been accustomed to a leadership style that I have touched base with very often. Democratic as a leader, yet authoritative. MSD is known to be democratic because anybody can walk up to him. Inspirational as a leader, people can feel comfortable and say what they feel. And yet authoritative because he has clear plans to himself, keeps it close to his chest, and then he knows how to marshal his resources really well. In that first innings, a couple of simple catches were dropped. An easy run out was messed up big time by a senior cricketer. But all he got from MSD in return was a simple stare, a glare into the eyes, and there MSD had won. This style of leadership has always inspired me. Extremely minimal emotions on display, keeping the calm and composure at all junctures, understanding how the other feels, has been the trademark of MSD as a student. Lots to learn from him indeed in his style as a lesson too, because he treats every victory and loss on par. This Zen-like leadership mode is something that every corporate boardroom should have, treating the victory and loss on par. Having said that, the last over of that match was going to be the climax. It was going to be critical. CSK needed 25 runs for their last over, and no cases, no prizes, to realize that MSD was in the crease again. Here, I was going to witness another two great leadership styles, one from Sanju Samson behind the wickets and Sandeep Sharma with the ball ahead of the wickets. Sanju was very subtle, quiet in his power, but was transformational because he believed in his team, believed in the rookie bowler Sandeep Sharma, and believed in the plans that he had articulated. More so with the data that he had crunched with the cricket analytics team. Not once in the last over, even after Sandeep Sharma was hit up for a couple of sixes, did he run up to the bowler or showed nerves or did he lose his cool. Sandeep Sharma too lived up to the expectations of that skipper. He came around the wicket, changed the angle and executed that yorker to mere perfection, only to MSD to realize that that yorker could not have been hit for a six. These lessons were intriguing to me. As a leader, your plans can always go on. Remember to rework them. Remember to have that belief, conviction and faith in the plans and that they will always work. There could be several leadership styles, but some styles have to be adopted in different situations and circumstances. So Toastmasters, is leadership a title, position or power? No, it isn't. Leadership is a decision. Leadership is a choice. Leadership is yielding unending influence. So, do you want to be the decisive Dhoni or the persuasive Pandya? I leave it to you because all styles work. PM Modi, what way would you want to